Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gina. In this video, we are going to look at two examples using derivative to find equation of tangent line. Let's start with the first one. The function is 1 over x minus 1. We are going to do it step by step. So in part A, let's find the derivative of y evaluated at x equals to 0. Let's rewrite the function. 1 over x minus 1 is the same thing as x minus 1 to the power of negative 1. So y prime, derivative of y, we can use the chain rule version of the power rule. So y prime is negative 1 times x minus 1 to the power of negative 1 minus 1, that is negative 2, then times derivative of the inner function, that is derivative of x minus 1. Derivative of x minus 1 equals to 1, so let's rewrite y prime. It equals to negative 1 over x minus 1 squared. So just a quick note, y prime, derivative of y, it is a function of x. So to find the value at a specific point, we need to substitute x equals to 0 into this function. At x equals to 0, y prime is negative 1 over 0 minus 1 squared. That is negative 1. Now in part B, let's find the equation of tangent line at x equals to 0. Remember that derivative gives you the slope of the tangent line. Here's a sketch of the function. In black line, that is the y, 1 over x minus 1. And the red line is the tangent line at x equals to 0. Now we want to find the equation for this red line. The general equation for a line is a slope times x plus the y-intercept. Now how do we find this equation? From part A, we know that the slope of the tangent line at x equals to 0 is negative 1. The slope, which is A, is negative 1. And that is from part A. So the equation of tangent line is negative 1 times x plus the y-intercept. Now how do we find the y-intercept? We substitute a point in the line into the equation. Do we know any point on the red curve? Yes. We know that this tangent line passed through the y function at x equals to 0. So this tangent line is passing through 0, and y is the function evaluated at 0. What is f of 0? Which is the same thing as y of 0. So we substitute 0 into the original function. That is 1 over 0 minus 1. And this equals to negative 1. So this point, the coordinate is 0 and negative 1. And we know that the tangent line passes through this line. So we can substitute this point into the equation of tangent to find the b. So substitute 0 and negative 1 into equation of tangent line, yt. And we get negative 1 equals to negative 0 plus b. So the y-intercept for this tangent line, b, is negative 1. So, equation of tangent line, yt, equals to negative x plus the y-intercept, negative 1. Let's look at one more example. We want to find the equation of the tangent line passing through negative 1 and 1. And the function is f of x. So what is the general form of equation of line? equation of tangent line would be a slope times x plus the y-intercept. Now how do we find the slope? We can use derivative, and we know that this line is passing through -1 and 1. So slope of tangent line would be derivative of the function evaluated at -1. Let's find the derivative of f of x, then substitute x by -1. Here I'm going to rewrite the function as 1 minus x to the power of -1 plus 2 times x to the power of -2 plus 3 times x to the power of -3. Then we can use the power rule to find derivative of f, which equals to negative of -1 times x to the power of -2, then plus 2 times -2 times x to the power of -3, and plus 3 times -3 times x to the power of -4, which equals to 1 over x squared minus 4 over x cubed minus 9 over x to the power of 4. Then we substitute x by -1 to find the derivative of the function evaluated at x equals to -1. So it equals to 1 over -1 squared minus 4 over -1 cubed minus 9 over -1 to the power of 4, which equals to 1 plus 4 minus 9, which equals to -4. So that is the slope of the tangent line at x equals to -1, and that is our A. So now we found the slope for this equation of tangent line. So we can rewrite this equation as -4 times x plus b, where b is the y-intercept of this tangent line. Now to find b, let's substitute any point on the line. And we know that this line passes through -1 and 1. So let's substitute this point, -1 and 1, into equation of tangent line. And we get 1 equals -4 times -1 plus b. Then we solve for b. b equals to 1 minus 4, which is -3. So now we get all the unknowns to write down the equation of tangent line. So yt equals to the slope, which is -4, times x plus y-intercept, and y-intercept is -3. And that is the end of the video. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.